Hello guys, this is the Muteki channel and my name is Cristobal, and today we're going to be talking about the movie Dune. Who should watch this movie? Should you avoid watching this movie at all? Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today, so stay tuned. Let's start, guys. Okay guys, let's get started. This is going to be a little bit hard to explain what the movie's all about, so I'm going to try to do my best in a nutshell, okay? The movie is based on a book that was published in 1965 by Frank Herbert. Frank Herbert is the author, and the author managed to publish six books, and he passed away on the sixth book. But the problem is that he left the sixth book on a big cliffhanger. So his son had to finish the story off in two more other books. Imagine that. So yes, the story is complicated, and this movie is based on about half of the first book. Okay, so they're planning to do another movie. Okay, if this movie does well, they're gonna do another movie to finish off the first book, and that's what their plans are. Okay, so what is the story about? The story is about families, it's about companies, it's about monopoly, it's about politics. How does it work? We have the most valuable thing in the whole universe. It's a spice. What does this spice do? The spice enhances people's senses, and it kind of like, it gives them power of what they have, potential power that this person might have. Okay, so the spice not only does that, but the spice also allows space travel. Without this spice, space travel cannot be possible. Getting complicated? Yes, it's complicated. It's very difficult to comprehend in 10 minutes or what, me trying to explain this, but believe me, it's worth it. Okay, so how does it work? There's this big company called Chom. Think about Chom as our modern day Amazon. Okay, they're the ones that are in charge of distributing this spice. And then there's another company called the Guild. They have the space travel monopoly in their hands. Okay, and then there's the families that are in charge of taking care of extracting this spice from a planet. Okay, so that's as far as I'm gonna go with the storyline. Believe me, it is amazing. The story is complicated, but it's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna continue now with the rest of the movie. That's the story, and I can tell you the story is awesome. Okay, it's hard for me to explain, like I said, but believe me, it's worth it, and it excites me. It's a movie that just has a little bit of everything. Okay, it has love, it has politics, it has treason, it has everything. Whew. Okay, so that was a little bit complicated trying to explain what this movie was about, but as you can see, I get really excited about the story about this movie. It is very sophisticated and it's awesome, and believe me, it's really hard to explain this the story about this movie in 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, so let's go to another part of this movie, which is very important. If you have a fantastic story, you need some good actors and some good actresses to pull it off, and guess what they did? They pulled it off. This movie is completely bombarded with a fantastic lineup of actors that just do a great job. You have I'm trying to pronounce his name, Timothy Chalamet. You have Rebecca Ferguson. I love her. She's fantastic too. Dave Bautista. You have Javier Bardem. You have Jason Momoa. You have just this big, huge lineup of actors, Josh Brolin, that are in this movie and make it work perfectly. So I just simply do not have any complaints about the acting part in this movie, which is also very important. You guys know that I start adding up all these elements from the movie to give you a final bang, a final score of the movie. That's what's coming, but we're still missing some other elements, and let's talk about those elements. It's about the music. Oh my god, the music is beautiful. Who is the composer of the music? Hans Zimmer. This German guy. Am I pronouncing his name right? Hans Zimmer. Who's this guy? I can give you a list of music that he has composed for other music, but if I just tell you one, it's gonna blow you away. Gladiator. Okay, that's it. Do you need anything else? Do you want me to explain more? Do you want me to tell you more? Gladiator, come on. If you know that the composer of Gladiator is composing music for your movie, it's 100% guarantee. Yes. And this guy is the composer. It's beautiful. I've been trying to put some music in the background of this video so you can see. It's just fantastic. If you haven't seen, if you're this new generation of people that haven't seen Gladiator, maybe you're too young or whatever, he's like, what the hell's Gladiator? Well, he's also composed other movies like Interstellar. He's been doing a lot of other like comic book based movies like, yes, Superman, my favorite character, Superman, Man of Steel. He composed that. He did the Dawn of Justice. He did a Spider-Man 2 movie. There's just a huge lineup of movies that he has composed. And need I say more? Music is perfection. Music is fantastic. Now let's talk about another element about this movie that I completely love. Thank you, Denis Villeneuve. I don't know how you pronounce your name. Again, it's French. I actually asked one of my coworkers to tell me how to pronounce it, and I probably killed it. I probably I think I did a good job. I think. Okay. So Denis Villeneuve is the director of this movie, and he does. I have a little clip for you guys. So we're gonna do something here. I'm gonna show you right behind me some beautiful elements about this movie, visual elements that are in this movie it's going to, more than I can explain with words. I'm gonna show you with these clips what I'm talking about. Let's check them out. Okay, talking about how visually, what the special effects, what this cinematography in this movie is all about. And if this movie does not get nominated for, the music, the visual, the cinematography, the music, I'm just gonna be very upset. They have to win Oscars on this movie. You just have to. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Every single shot that this guy, the director, Denis Villeneuve, does is just perfectly thought out. Look at this. Look at this image. Everything is amazing. It's jaw-dropping. Not watching this movie in the cinema is a crime. It's a crime, and it will not do justice to this movie. Your final decision or your final thoughts about this movie, if you watch it, and I don't care how big your screen is at home, it's never going to be like watching this movie in the cinema. Impossible. So if you still have the chance to watch this movie while you're watching this late video, by the way, please go watch it. Look at this. Look at this. Every shot is just fantastic. And I just don't want to be repetitive, but it is visually amazing. And now let's go to the final score of this movie. It's very close to perfection. Very, very close. It is definitely the best movie I have seen in this year, 2021. 100%, I am sure of that. If you like science fiction, you are going to love this movie. Okay? There's no way that you cannot like this movie. But it's not for everybody. I'm going to give my final score, in my opinion, what I think this movie deserves out of 10. Okay, guys, so we come to the sad ending of this video. I really, really enjoy doing the videos all the time, but when I talk about a movie that got me so excited, it's just so much more exciting to talk about it. It's amazing, and I'm having a really hard time trying to see what the final score of this movie, and I have these formulas and everything, and I just want to give this movie perfection, but this movie just simply does not end. There's a second part, so it just leaves you with a cliffhanger, with just, you don't know what's gonna happen. So that in a way affects the movie. Okay, and also at the beginning of the movie, since they're starting to build up all this complicated drama, all this complicated storyline, all this complicated politics and treasons and families, and it's just at the beginning it's a little bit slow. It could be a little bit slow for some people. For me, it wasn't really. It wasn't. But for some people, it could be slow. So I gotta take some points off out of that. So my final score of this movie will be 9.3 out of 10. Almost perfection. 9.3 out of 10 is my final score for the Dune movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed definitely recording this video for you guys. I always do, but this one in particular, it just got me really, really excited. I hope you liked the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It's one of the most important things, and that just indicates me if you like it, if you don't like it, if you give it a like, share it with your friends, whatever, just subscribe or whatever. But thank you very much for watching this video, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you very much. Bye bye.